So the main reason why people kill is pretty much why we do everything in life, is that we're seeking pleasure, or seeking relief, or seeking the opposite of our pain. So seeking relief from pain from their trauma, or seeking the opposite of the main trauma. So the main reason why people kill in general is for domination and or connection, as in connection with others. So if someone is carrying emotions and feelings of abandonment, they will kill to feel a sense of power and dominance. This makes them feel significant. If a child was abused, they are usually carrying feelings of powerlessness from childhood, so they may kill for domination. This is a means of taking back the power that they believe they lost when they were children. If the child felt rejected or neglected or abandoned, they may grow up as killers, and they might have this strong desperation or a craving for connection. So killing someone makes them feel a connection, or make them feel powerful. What I mean by this makes them feel a connection is that if you kill somebody, you feel the powerfulness, the power that comes with that makes you somehow feel like you will matter to people. If I'm a killer, if I kill you, it makes me feel powerful. So that power makes me feel like I matter to you. And this is in some kind of way in the killer's subconscious or unconscious mind, means a connection to them. The need for dominance and connection usually plays out in the nature of the crime, the details of the crime, the details of the killing, and the scene. So, and what I mean is other things that they include, like necrophilia, rape, cannibalism, mutilation, decapitation, dismemberment. So I'm going to go into the details of some of these right now, like cannibalism. A killer may eat their victims because this is a way for them to feel like they are becoming that person, and or the person is a part of them. When I consume you, you're a part of me. The need to become the person is because they may feel like becoming someone else means that they can escape the parts of themselves that they hate. And eating someone means taking on that person's power, taking on that person power. So I'm now, whatever power you had, I have you inside of me now. So whatever weakness I felt prior to eating you, somehow eating you means that I'm escaping that weakness and that aspect of myself I don't like. So now I feel more powerful when I have you inside of me. So they might also eat their victims to keep them close to them. This is because of their fears of abandonment and from that fear that they carried from their childhood. Number 2 is necrophilia. This may be the killer's way of having a total control over someone. A dead body is in the perfect state of submission. This is the killer's need to subdue their victims, to feel power, to feel powerful, or to feel dominant. Pedophilia. A killer may attempt to connect with the aspect of their own childhood or their own innocence that they believe that they lost. Also, a killer might choose children as his victim to feel like they are in total control over someone that may be weaker than them, or they might perceive to be weaker than them. So even if there's a serial killer or a killer who kills children, they may not include the pedophilia aspect of it. So they might not include any sexual act with the child, but the fact that they're killing a child makes them feel, killing somebody that they perceive to be weaker than them makes them feel powerful. And this pretty much plays out, and not just in killing, in pretty much any other person who needs to bully or to put down anybody in life. You know, like a man who likes to beat his wife. You know, he needs to beat on a woman because he perceives her to be weak, or to feel like he's strong. Now, dismemberment. I'm not totally clear on everything that might involve dismemberment, or why, every details on why a serial killer or a killer might want to dismember their victims. But what I came up with, the possibilities are, it could be symbolizing the killer's need to take away mobility from their victim, so the person won't leave them. And even though it's a dead body, it's a symbolism. It's a mind thing. It's a subconscious thing. It's somehow taking away the power to leave. You have mobility. You have your limbs. You could leave me. Even though the body is dead, it's still a subconscious attempt to take away power and mobility from the victim, so they won't leave them. This person is in total fear of abandonment, and had probably suffered abandonment or rejection as children. Or if they were abused, they may dismember their victims to take power away in an effort to feel like their victims are submissive to them. Now, I'm going to touch briefly on certain fetishes. Remember, fetishes could be sexual or non-sexual. A certain trauma or exposure from childhood may create a certain interest or fetish that may play out in the killer's method or technique, or what they call the modus operandi, the details of the crime, the way of handling their victims. This sometimes can be sexual or non-sexual. If he was exposed to porn, or the trauma from childhood made him, or if he was exposed if he had certain traumas in childhood, he may have used porn to escape that trauma, and the details of the porn or certain sexual act from the porn made him become highly interested in that sexual act, and he may play it out in his modus operandi, or he might play it out in the details of the killing. So yeah, pretty much, if I have any other information on the details of serial killers and what they do, then I'll probably put it in another video. But that's all I have right now. So thank you for tuning in, and next time.